Hello, I'm glad you could join me today. In this video, I will show you how to use JavaScript to create a simple Hello World web page. Yes, you heard that right, web page, not program. But before we do any coding, I have to put out this public service announcement. Guys, JavaScript has as much in common with Java as Java has in common with the actual Indonesian island called Java. And that's just the name. In fact, JavaScript has much more in common with Python, which is also a scripting language, and I've talked about that in a previous video. But that's it for now. So all you need to build this simple web page is a text editor and a web browser. I'm going to be using Sublime Text 2 as text editor and Safari as web browser, but you could use anything you want. Anything works really. But before we actually write any JavaScript code, we have to create a blank HTML website. And we're going to do it like this. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is basically the backbone of the internet. It is not really a programming language, but more of a, as the name actually suggests, a markup language in the same nature as LaTeX, if you've ever worked with that before. So how this works is every web page on the internet actually, in its most basic form, has an HTML document as its backbone. And HTML documents work with tags. So this is a tag. It's this text HTML contained within angular brackets, and tags usually come with an opening tag and a closing tag. This is basically our most bare-bone website. So 2 HTML tags and then 2 head tags and 2 body tags. Head tags usually contain metadata, for example the title of a web page or scripts, and that's exactly what we are doing today. We're writing a script. So let's get these script tags out here, an opening and a closing one. And we could either link a separate document that contains JavaScript code, or we can just write the JavaScript code within these 2 tags right here, which we are going to do because, JavaScript actually has a built-in function called alert that basically causes your web browser to give out an alert prompt, and that alert prompt will have in its side written whatever we put in as a string here. So let me put in hello world as string, and let's save this file. Now you can save it wherever you want, give it whatever the title that you want, but it is important that it ends with the suffix HTML, because after all, this is an HTML document, and the JavaScript is actually just contained within it. So I'm going to save it to the desktop. It should appear right here sometime soon. Yes, there it is. Let me just open it in the Safari web browser. Okay, that didn't work. Let me just open it like this, open with Safari. And here you can see we have an alert prompt, hello world, and we can close it, and then we're greeted by empty space, white space you could say even. That is because, of course, we haven't defined a single thing within the body tag, and that is where the stuff that is supposed to be visual, that's what I'm going to say, comes out. Also, you can see that here, up here is actually the name of the document that we have defined the JavaScript code in, and we can change actually the name of that, and that is the title. So we can change the title with the title tags, very intuitive, and I'm just going to call it hello world. You can call it whatever you want, and in fact you don't have to specify it as a string like this. You can just write in the text literally. Also, I will create a little headline with this h1 tag and write hello world inside. Now, the H here stands for headline, and the number here stands for stands for the size of the headline. Now in HTML, I think the size can go from 1 to 6, and 1 being the biggest and 6 actually being the smallest. So just to show you this, let me insert another headline, this time an H6 headline, and let me close this. So it's very important for most tags that they have a closing tag too. Let me save this real quick. And now let me just reload the web page, and hopefully, yes, we see the output that we have defined right here in the body tag. Now please keep in mind, what we have done here is HTML. The JavaScript in this website is just this one single line right there. So if we reload it again, we see this is all that the JavaScript does. It gives out this alert prompt, and after that, the website that is shown here is a website created with HTML. And that is all I'm going to show you in this video. Feel free to play around with the headlines, the title, and the alert prompt. I'm going to link this document to my GitHub page. So if you want to download it, or you cannot for some reason write it on your own, you can download it from my GitHub page and change it accordingly. You can personify it, whatever you want, just do with it. Feel free to do it. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to be kept in mind of new uploads, because I'm planning on doing much more in terms of computer science videos, just basic coding videos, but also a lot of electric engineering and electronics stuff in the near future. So if you like that, you're doing yourself a favor by subscribing. And this is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you on my next video.